Hey my precious blue stars, it's your girl Blue here. A quick disclaimer, I'm going to be using this LPS, the channel mascot Kina, as a representation of me, Blue, because I don't have an LPS that I feel accurately represents me and would make a good avatar for me. I am on the lookout for one though, so someday. And if you don't know what an avatar is, take LPS Hannah for example. She uses a brown furry cat to represent her Hannah, and a pink furred cat Destiny as her channel mascot. Anyway, welcome to today's video. In today's video I will be doing a story time for you all. I'm new to making story times, so hopefully this goes well. I was inspired to make this video and do a story time because a crazy turn of events that happened after I shut off my camera and stopped vlogging in my 4th of July vlog. I would have included it in the vlog, but it would have made the situation more stressful, and the vlog was already really long. So comment down below if you watched the fireworks show through all the way, because thank you, dedication. So I thought, what better way to share this with you guys than to make a story time video and to act it out with LPS so you guys can get a visual aid and see it for yourself, how it happened. LPS style. Now I don't know about you guys, but when I hear a story, I like to get comfy. Oh look! What is that behind me? A comfy setup? How convenient. Wink wink. I'm just gonna make myself comfortable right over here. Feel free to get comfy too. Sit on a couch or your bed, wrap up in a blanket, make a cup of hot cocoa, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the story. Here's how it all began. I just shut off my camera after vlogging the entire fireworks show, and I packed up my chair and I put it in the car, and my family and I, we got in and we proceeded to exit the parking lot where we'd been watching the fireworks from. Inside the car was my dad, my mom, my older brother, and then there was me. My dad wanted to take a certain road that was close to the parking lot where we'd parked to get our spot to watch the fireworks, because it led to a main road which got us home a lot faster the previous year on the 4th of July. When we got to the road, we were met by a man who was wearing a brightly colored vest, and he directed us down the road. So my dad drove on. Soon we got to a turning point in the road. We could either go right down a neighborhood or left and onto the main road. We were met by another guy in a brightly colored vest, and he directed us to go left towards the main road. So my dad did what he said, and he turned left. After all, the main road was where we wanted to go all along. The road that we turned onto to go left was a small road, and to get to the main road in the direction my dad wanted to go, we had to go right. But as my dad was driving, he realized that there was something blocking the road, a barricade. It prevented us from turning right. He thought that maybe he could go around it, but he decided to keep turning left and onto the opposite direction, but still on the main road. But going that direction ended up being a big mistake. We were stuck in traffic. Gridlock to be exact. Gridlock is when there's cars on either side of you, behind you, in front of you, next to you, in all the lanes, and we were trapped. I believe we were driving through the turning lane, so we weren't even in correct lanes. There were just cars everywhere. Some people were crazy enough to drive their bikes through and try to get past all the cars, even like a whole family of people on bikes. But that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part came when I was on my tablet watching the video that I just vlogged to make sure I could post it to YouTube. I had my earbuds in when I heard this deafening sound. It was the sound of an ambulance and a fire truck coming straight towards us through the traffic. Everyone realized it was coming, and we all looked at each other and moved our cars over. We had to squish a lot. To make room for the ambulance and the fire truck, which seemed impossible. The ambulance went racing through, it seemed, or maybe they were going a reasonable speed, but they were so close to us we couldn't tell. And so close that Mom thought they were going to take off the mirror. Soon after, the fire truck follows, and it's so loud I'm plugging my ears at this point. My whole family was quite shaken up, especially me, and we thought the emergency vehicles were going to hit us. But somehow we survived, and the scariest part was over. And to this day, I honestly have no idea how they fit and didn't hurt anyone. After that, I tried to distract myself by looking at other cars. I noticed the one in front of us had some funny bumper stickers, and that kept me entertained for a little bit, I guess. My whole family thought they were funny. Soon, all the cars started to move up a little bit. But to our dismay, the two cars in front of us were being turned around, probably by nearby people in vests, or maybe even cops. So the car in front of the one in front of us started turning around and going back the way that we had come, but in a different lane. And the guy in front of us did the same, and he turned and started going around back the way we came. My dad decided that we weren't going to turn around because that would mean we came all this way for nothing, and we were going to keep going and hopefully explain the problem to someone. When we pulled up a little more, we were stopped by another guy in a vest. He was on my mom's side of the car, and both my parents tried to talk to him at the same time because they were so stressed. He told them that we weren't supposed to be here, no cars were supposed to be on this part of the road, and that it was supposed to be blocked off, and that we needed to turn around. But then my parents told him that turning down this road had gotten us into this mess, and the road was blocked at the other end, and that we just needed to get through. My mom looked to the right of our car and was trying to get the driver's attention by saying, like, "Hey," or something. And he rolled down his window and said, "Hey, back." And then the driver of that car and my mom looked at each other and realized who each other was. Sitting in the car to our right was my uncle, my aunt, and my two younger cousins, who lived in the town that we were watching the fireworks in, but we hadn't come to the event together and didn't even know that the other family was going to be there. One of my cousins woke up and tried to crawl over his brother and looked at me, and I was waving at him, but he was so tired I don't know if he knew it was me. They both looked tired, and I wondered how they could have slept through this mess, especially with the sirens going off. My uncle decided to get out of the car and talk to the guy in the vest to figure out what this mess was all about. He asked what was going on, and he said that he wanted to talk to a cop. He then told my uncle that he was a cop and had no idea what was going on, and neither did the other cops. He looked pretty young, and we figured he was new. It could have even been his first night on the job. The cop in the vest soon went over to some nearby cops who were by a roadblock, because apparently the other end of the road was blocked too, so we were trapped and sandwiched in the middle this whole time. Later we came to the conclusion that the road was probably blocked off so the emergency vehicles could get through. The cop in the vest began talking to other cops, telling them what my parents had told him, I'm guessing, and trying to figure out a solution. My uncle went over and started talking to them too. While they were talking, my family and I came up with our own solution. If the cops would just open the road on the other side and we could get through, then we could be out of this mess. Soon my uncle got back in his car, and the cop in the vest came back over to my mom's window and told us that the other cops were going to open the gate and open the barricade and let us through. Sure enough, they did, and they began moving the barricade to the right and out of our way. The road was open and we were able to drive through. I was so thankful for the cops for letting us get through that as we drove through, I yelled from my window, "Thank you!" as we drove. I don't know if they heard me, but I guess it's the thought that counts. We drove for a little bit and soon we came to an intersection, right where the first guy in the vest was. He tried to get us to turn down the same road that we turned down that got us stuck, that led us to the main road, where we got really stuck. But my dad didn't go that way, and he started to pull forward more in a different way, a way that would lead us away from that road. And the guy in the vest backed away and he let us through. And after that, we were able to continue on that road and drive home safely without any more complications or traffic jams. And I was saying how I'd have a crazy story to tell my friends and I could totally make a story time video out of it. What a coincidence. The end. The one thing that I find just so ironic and what I can't believe from that story is that the people in the car next to us were my aunt and my uncle. It's like, what are the odds? Like, my mind was blown then, and it's still blown now. And there goes my mind. It'll come down eventually. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment down below if you want me to do more story times. I've got plenty of interesting experiences from my life, and if you guys want me to share, then I guess I'll see if I can put together some more videos for you guys. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys so much, my precious blue stars. And when you subscribe, please don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll get notified whenever I upload so you won't miss a video. My social media, LPS Amina, will be linked down below. Follow me, chat, hit me up. Let me know you came from YouTube, it'd be really cool. And always remember, shine bright like a star, a blue star. See you guys, bye!